state capital of Utah dramatically lit up on a beautiful night in Salt Lake City. Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining us tonight, Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. And reporting from the sidelines, our very own David Aldridge. GA, it's all yours.
Well, the Utah Jazz tries to keep their players happy by financially incentivizing them. Contract bonuses include on-the-court performance, physical fitness, and off-season workouts. The team's general manager said, to be a significant program, we need to be great defensively and with individual development. The bonuses are created with those goals in mind. Kevin?
Thanks, DA. Now to take a look at the steal numbers over the last couple months, the scope of that for Green.
I feel like he hasn't been paying as much attention to the defensive aspect of the game as he needs to. His steals have dropped over the past few months, and he needs to get back some of that fire on D.
Now Golden State's starting five. Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Draymond Green is out there with Chris, and it's Wiggins in at the three-side. And for Utah, inside we have Ingles and Gobert. Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. And it's O'Neal in at the small forward position.
And in recent years, some called the Warriors the greatest fast-breaking team since the Showtime Lakers. Doris, do you concur?
Greg, the Showtime Lakers are my all-time favorite team. But I will say, because of the shooting, the ball handling, the passing, the capability on every possession for something spectacular, I would say that this team was as close as you can get to the Showtime Lakers.
And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. Here's Mitchell. The offensive rebound. Green with the block. Thompson against Gobert. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. On the wing, Thompson. Over by Conley. One-on-one fast break. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Doris, the playoff seedings still jumbled a bit in the air. Just how important you think it is to get home court advantage in the NBA playoffs in this era.
Historically speaking, Kevin, as you know, home court advantage is absolutely monumental. And it doesn't matter the round of the playoffs. It could be a conference semifinal or an NBA final. If you come down to a Game 7, that home court advantage can be the difference between winning and losing. You want as much in your favor, Kevin, as you know, going into the postseason.
Now, here's Curry, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. It's blocked.
Wow, Joe Ingles sends it back twice on the pipe. Big-time defensive play. Well, there's some unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Conley against Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. Curry looking around. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got his second basket of the night.
Well, Curry's favorite shot and the one most fans pay money to see. Go ahead from deep, Steph.
Shot from 12. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Greg, some folks suspected Conley might be moved when Memphis had a shot at drafting John Morant. Right before the draft, that deal took place.
I tell you what, he looks to be a great fit in Utah. Can be that third star the team needs to push them to the next level. Utah had to give up a fair sum to get him, but it was worth the risk.
Guys, when you think about the Jazz, you are talking about an elite defensive unit. Rudy Gobert in the middle, the defensive player of the year, and the guys around him are committed to the scheme and outstanding individual defenders.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And the Jazz very disciplined at the defensive end.
Now, Kevin, you have a veteran squad with the anchor Rudy Gobert, one of the elite shot blockers in the entire league. And this is a group that's so important here. They defend without fouling.
On the free throw, no good.
I think Wiggins will always be remembered in that monster trade for Kevin Love a while ago. You don't see many trades like that in the NBA.
Drills it from outside.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Thompson passes to Curry. Over Conley. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Thompson. Curry's got 8 points.
Well, the pick and roll is a play that Curry loves to operate, and he's always asking and seeking opportunities in this kind of situation.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Now, here's Curry. He's got 8. Here's Thompson, and there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
Wow, there's not a lot more you can do as a defender. Klay Thompson just breaking hearts out here.
Curry against Conley. Mitchell right side. And Thompson sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Wiggins. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Well, how about the aggressiveness of Andrew Wiggins? So good at fighting through the contact, taking the challenge of the defense. That's beautiful.
Conley's shot is off. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. Coming off that loss against the Nets. O'Neal inside. Covered by Wiggins. Count that one. Mitchell's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, it's a level of concentration that has to happen for you to finish through contact. Donovan Mitchell doing work.
Thompson finds Curry. It's stolen by Gobert. O'Neal against Curry. O'Neal passes to Conley. Here's Gobert. 4 on the clock. Lets it go from 11. Good. He hits the jump shot. Conley's got 8.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
Interesting story about Rudy Gobert. He was an excellent student in high school, but he was getting into physical fights. So what does his mom do? Play sports, my son. Track and field, martial arts, even ping pong. What I love, though, is he has not lost that tough disposition.
Almost entirely new group. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for Joe Ingles. Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for Royce O'Neal. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Donovan Mitchell. Here's Looney. Pass to Poole. Curry outside. Buries the long-range jumper. He's got 11. And Doris, especially at that center position. You know, GMs like a player with a fighting spirit.
Rudy Gobert plays with a chip on his shoulder and a competitive spirit. A lot of 7-footers, Kevin, play the game simply because of their size. Rudy Gobert wants to be great.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Conley against Curry. Conley kicks to Mudiay. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, this to me is the critical aspect that Emmanuel Mudiay must develop. Can he knock down 3-point shots? He does so there.
Now here's Curry. 11 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. Cool. And another 3 for Golden State.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Plenty of offense in this closely contested first quarter of play. Warriors lead by 2. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. So much talent on this Warriors team. Draymond Green talks about how it all meshes together.
The way I judge, whether we can play together or not is on the defensive end. I never really judge on the offensive end. It's about picking each other up on the defensive end and all being on the string.
Greg, defense is Draymond's specialty, no question about it.
And it all starts on that end. The Warriors feel like if they take care of business at that end, the offense will take care of itself.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
Conley out there with Moutier. Then there's Davis. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Niang in at the 4-man position. That's the group for Utah getting going here in the second. Knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Moutier.
Well, the commitment to winning for the Golden State Warriors certainly begins at the top of the organization, right, guys? Ownership has made it very clear money will not be an issue in retaining their stars.
Golden State needs to get off a shot. It's good from long range. Poole's got 8 points. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
And there's the call on Curry. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Warriors ownership saying they want this organization to be more than a basketball team, Doris. What do you take that to mean?
I think it means, Kevin, probably the popularity of a great team can be leveraged, right? Via marketing, via media, technology, real estate. Those other revenue streams enable them to sustain this big payroll.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
And that one, good. Now it's a 4-point Warrior lead.
Boy, it is simply an incredible offensive display when Stephen Curry gets rolling. It feels like every shot that he takes is going to go down.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Down low, here's Pascal. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
What an excellent post-entry pass. Good things happen when you make that next look.
Moutier kicks to Clarkson. Now here's Moutier. Defense right on him.
Well, stepping up his game on the defensive end, Steph Curry reads the play and sends it back.
Some nice passing by Golden State here. Here's Pascal. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
And let's not forget about the assist. This guy as a playmaker was a driving force for that offense.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. They beat the Warriors during their last encounter in San Francisco.
And the last time these two met, they were able to get a big win because of that bench production. Second unit might be a factor in this one as well.
Certainly something to keep an eye on. We'll see how the rotations go this time out. Every night it seems to be different.
Some changes. Joe Ingles is checked in for Davis. O'Neal comes in for George Niang. And it's Mitchell in for Emmanuel Moutier. Gobert finds Ingles. And here's Clarkson. Passes to Gobert. The drive by Mitchell.
You have to prevent Mitchell from driving. This guy too quick and too crafty once he gets into the lane. Donovan Mitchell able to play with both power but also finesse. He's got long arms, big hands. He can do so much on a basketball court.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Here's Clarkson. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Well, Jordan Clarkson's handle has improved, and that allows that kind of move to happen.
And before every game, you see Mitchell working on those skill finishes.
You have to be able to elevate off 1 foot in traffic, something he could not do in college. Now you think about what this guy uses in his toolbox. Floaters, scoop shots, wrong-footed quick releases, and he's absolutely fearless attacking the rim.
And now, here's Chris. He's coming off a 10-point game against Brooklyn. Just 3 to shoot, 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Thompson's got the lead up to 9 now for the Warriors. And so Clarkson will bring it up for Utah. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder. They grab their own miss, and the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Curry dishes to Wiggins. Doesn't go for him. So Utah will take it the other way. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's game 2 of this string of 4 games played at home. Here's Chris. And Chris throws it down.
Well, late rotation by the defense, and Wiggins has the vision to find the open man.
Clarkson passes to Gobert. Back to Clarkson. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Utah making a change here. Conley's checked in, and Golden State also making a change. Looney's checked in for Green.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Thompson passes to Curry. Back to Thompson from deep 3-point range. Good, and Curry gets the assist. That's now 8 points for Klay Thompson.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Conley, and it's denied.
Man, how quick does he get off the floor? Chris rises high and sends it back.
Stolen by O'Neal. That's tipped. The pass to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Now Ingles. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Conley inside the line, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And so we wrap up the first half. Warriors ahead, up by 15. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Joined here with Quinn Snyder. Coach, your team has faced a lot of firepower from outside. How do you keep them from getting those 3-pointers off?
Well, one, they're making them. Hopefully we can get them where they're not open and they're contested and see if they're making that many of them then. But they're getting them a variety of ways. We just got to be better.
Play outside-in defense, right? Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 22 points, 4 assists, and 1 block. After a subpar performance in their previous contest, he has come on strong tonight. His first half, sensational. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, you watch Steph Curry. So creative, so skilled, but also he plays with that toughness for his size. He doesn't back down from any challenge, as we saw that in the first half tonight.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Utah?
Well, there are a few areas they need to improve on, but perimeter defense is priority numero uno. They got to be quicker to close out on the three-point shooters. You got to prevent the open looks. They weren't fighting through screens. They're just not doing enough, Ernie, especially outside.
And that's a wrap for our halftime show. The third quarter just about to get started.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Curry has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Setting the floor for the Warriors, Curry and Clay, the Splash Brothers, in the backcourt. Marquise Chris is out there with Draymond Green, and it's Wiggins in at the three. Clock at 6. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Conley's shot is off.
Didn't hesitate for a second to get a hand up on that deep ball.
Well, tremendous effort, tremendous timing, the ability to alter shots on the perimeter. That was beautiful.
Here's Chris. Got it. Good job in the low post. Chris has got the first points of the second half here for the Warriors.
Well, the Jazz's Quinn Snyder has become one of the most respected head coaches in the league. And think, guys, a player poll even had him ranked 7th among coaches they'd like to play for. And consider he's in Utah. That is not exactly a free agent destination.
Conley surveying the D. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
I'm impressed with Conley's scoring ability here. He's an alert guard who understands how to attack the defense.
And Doris, what is it, do you think, about Quinn Snyder that gives rise to that respect?
Well, you think about it. He played the game at a high level, of course, collegiately at Duke. He has paid his dues as a coach. He's got tremendous intellect for the game. And there's this growth mindset with him. He's always looking at himself. How can I get better?
Here's Wiggins, and he comes up with the deuce. Wiggins has got 6 points.
The aggressive finish inside. Andrew Wiggins beats some very good defense.
Has to Gobert. Back to Conley. Here's Mitchell, guarded by Curry. Conley with a wide open look, and again it's Utah.
I'll tell you, individually, he is doing all he can. But right now, somebody's got to step in and support this guy.
Here's Wiggins, and Wiggins throws it down.
I love the pace. Wiggins being super aggressive, initiating contact. Beautiful.
Utah calls timeout.
And the playmaking of Joe Ingles, such a valuable asset for the Jazz.
Well, Greg, they've needed more shot creation. And his growth in that regard, especially operating in the pick and roll, such a big lift to their offense.
Jazz with some changes. Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. And Emmanuel Mudiay subbed in for Mike Conley. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Got a piece of it. Mudiay looking around. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Mudiay's got 5 points so far.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
O'Neal against Wiggins. Count that bucket. 10 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Gobert, and it's blocked. Now the Warriors moving it up. Lets it go with a three. And it's Wiggins missing. Jazz trail by 14. Here's O'Neal. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Rudy Gobert, and it's George Niang in for Joe Ingles. And that one misses. And although the team didn't have much success last year, Emmanuel Mudiay certainly got his career back, I thought, Doris, in the right direction.
Well, I think for Emmanuel, he had an opportunity for minutes, and he played as he needed to in order to show that he is a capable player going forward. The tools, I think, have always been there for the former number 7 pick. It's about starting to put it together consistently.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. 2018 rookie class has been something to watch, Doris. Talent at the top, but also some terrific mid-round picks.
No question. Landry Shamet is a guy who I think can be a clutch, big-time scorer who does not seem bowed by any moment, doesn't seem to be affected by pressure. Mitchell Robinson had one of the great shot-blocking seasons in New York Knicks history. I know the team didn't have success, but as a second-round guy, Mitchell Robinson could have an awfully long career.
Jazz trail by 15. Pass to O'Neal. Now Clarkson. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Occupying that instant offense role, Doris. Jordan Clarkson able to get his shot anytime.
No doubt, Kevin. He's a little bit of a streaky scorer. The challenge is on the defensive end. That's where he has to really improve if he's going to stay on the floor and impact winning.
Free throw good. Clarkson. And it seems like Jordan Clarkson may have found his niche, Greg, as instant offense coming off the bench.
A perfect fit for a scoring-minded combo guard. Clarkson able to create his own shot and comfortable pulling from all 3 levels.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And both free throws good for Clarkson. And with this summer's acquisition of Mike Conley, Greg, the Utah Jazz hoping to make a step in the West.
And really, Mike Conley, their best point guard since they traded away Darren Williams back in 2011. Alongside Bogdanovich, a big upgrade offensively, and he can hold his own on the defensive side as well.
He kicks to Mudiay. Davis dishes to Mudiay. And he banks in the layup. Mudiay's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Well, Emmanuel Mudiay, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
Poole the pass to Wiggins. "14 feet away. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Well, when Emmanuel Mudiay has got deep post position, boy, he is going to attack and earn the trip to the stripe.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's knocked down 3/4 of his foul shots this season, so he's right around 75%.
The free throw good for Mudiay.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Mudiay must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Mitchell, he's checked in for Utah. And the Warriors also making a change. Thompson's checked in. Both free throws good for Mudiay. 50 seconds left in the 3rd. And Thompson kicks to Wiggins. Golden State moving the ball around. And Davis sends it back. Passes it to Clarkson. Buries it down low. Clarkson's got 4 points now in the quarter.
How about Jordan Clarkson? The ability at his position to absorb contact and finish the play.
And here's Wiggins. He's got 14. 6 to shoot. This one for three. Sinks the triple. Wiggins has got 13 points here in the second half alone.
This guy gets up in the air so smoothly. Andrew Wiggins, a nice foundation for that shot.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Warriors lead by 14. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. Taking a look at the Jazz, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Then there's Jordan Clarkson, and there's Davis, and it's Niang in at the 4 spot. Outside Conley. Here's Mitchell. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
When you think your scorer, one of the guys that comes to mind, as young as he is, Donovan Mitchell.
Thompson outside. Thompson is double. And the pass to Chris. His first shot coming late. Again, Golden State.
And that's the right pass, Kevin. Chris has been working on his decision-making, and it pays off.
Conley, the pass to Davis. He dishes it to Mitchell. Got a hand on it. They recover it. Count it. Davis has got his first 2 points of the night.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Thompson inside the line. Releases from the wing and drills it. And the Warriors lead by 16.
Can we give Klay Thompson some credit here? There's a number of ways to score off the pick and roll, and he's got every one at his disposal.
Utah calls timeout, and as talented as Andrew Wiggins is, there are games, Doris, when he can fade into the background, and his team needs him the most.
Yes, and the questions become, is he passive? Is he disengaged on the offensive end? And that, I think, can be frustrating, because people around the league will tell you that this young man is as talented and as skilled as any player in the league. It's really, for Andrew Wiggins, about finding a measure of consistency.
Different look for Utah. Rudy Gobert comes in for Davis, and it's Joe Ingles in for George Niang. Conley with it, working on Chris. Conley with it. The feed to Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
Gobert has a thin frame, but make no mistake, he is physical and he relishes contact.
Here's Green, uses the glass to finish the layup. Green's got his first basket.
Boy, the defense was in perfect position, but it simply didn't matter. He's just too skilled, too good.
Conley kicks to Mitchell. Conley dishes to Ingles. Back to Conley. Curry with the steal. Here's Green, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Well, I love watching Green take it all the way to the rack with his size and speed. He puts a ton of pressure on the defense to foul him. You know, simply stated, Draymond Green is an elite defender, one of the best in the game. But what's incredible to me is that he's able to accomplish everything he does on that end of the floor while being undersized in almost every one of his matchups.
And he makes the first. And I know a lot of fans will wonder why centers just don't shoot over Draymond Green. Well, Doris, as you know, it's not that simple.
You're right, Kevin. Draymond, it's his competitive spirit. It's his willingness to hold his ground on the block, and it is very difficult to score on him. Why? Well, great length, great anticipation. This guy is flat out competitive and wants to challenge anyone, anywhere.
Mitchell passes to Gobert. Inside, and Conley gets it to go. The assist by Mitchell. Conley's got 20 points.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Curry against Conley. And it's Stephen Curry with a three. And the Warriors lead by 19.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And I think the defender knows once he gets cooking, look out. The bucket looks awfully big to him right now. Well, defensively, to me, you've got to do a better job communicating once the screen comes.
Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Michael Conley picks one up.
We talk often about Steph Curry's knack for scoring through contact, his ability to maintain concentration, take the hit, and finish. Truly a thing of beauty.
It's absolutely incredible to me the amount of work Steph Curry has to put in order to get open shots. The reason every defender is using every trick at his disposal to slow him up. And you have to, guys, right? Because if he gets an inch of room, it's over.
Free throw good by Curry. And Doris with the physicality of defense on Curry. He doesn't get a lot of free throws out of him.
Well, you think about Steph Curry's willingness to attack a closeout, right? Teams want to get him off the three-point line. So he has got to be willing to attack the cup, and he's more than capable of getting there.
And over the course of his career, Mike Conley taking on more and more of the leadership mantle.
He's embraced it, Kevin, and he said letting his hair down was a way of letting go and just being confident in himself.
And the first one drops. Of course, you and I were just talking about this as more and more players are going public with their trade requests. Do you think that's had a negative impact on the game?
Well, Kevin, I certainly think it makes long-term planning for NBA franchises a lot more difficult because contractually we are not seeing them hold true to the particular organization they may have signed that contract with. The reality is this in today's NBA. You've got to be nimble as an organization, and you have got to be attractive to them. And I mean that with great ownership, great leadership, and who are the players currently in your system. You have got to be incredibly nimble to be successful in today's NBA.
I think you're right on.
That's a defensive breakdown. You can't let him get that deep.
One of your keys defensively is do your work early and push him out of his comfort zone.
Chalk up two there.
Looking to close it out. That one might have been the backbreaker.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Yep, it counts. And it's 8 points for Rudy Gobert.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Warriors.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooter.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Steph Curry.
It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Of course, here's something kind of interesting. There's been a lot of talk about moving the draft to after free agency. What would that look like?
Well, I think talent is always going to be at a premium. So I would think if there's a guy that's the absolute definitive number one pick, he's going number one regardless of roster construction. But the reality is it might help those teams who maybe if they know who's on the roster, it might change the kind of draft selection they would make. So it's an interesting supposition. We'll see if the NBA moves in that direction.
Clarkson, he's checked in for Mitchell. It's Curry outside. It's the three-point bomb. Curry's got 31 points.
I'm not sure there's a more dangerous catch-and-shoot player in the NBA than Steph Curry. If you give him space, look out.
Gobert, the pass to Ingles. The shot's good. 1:10 left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Chris. Back to Curry. It's stolen by Gobert. Pass to O'Neal. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
To the paint. It's tipped. Here's Pascal. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, so Utah ends up going with the new group. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 32 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. To the middle. Here's Bradley. That one goes in.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
And the free throw, no good. And it's the Warriors with the ball. They led the game at 1 point by 20. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Stefan, nice win after a tough loss in the last game. Was there a difference in how you all played tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Just make the easy play and share the ball. That's when we're really good. We have a lot of talent on this team, and if we get everybody involved, and that's whatever it takes to win tonight, we got to get it done.
Yeah, I know Coach likes to see that ball moving around. Congratulations. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. See you next time.